Welcome back, Wayward Souls, the Double Tap In. And if you remember last show, we left you with a little teaser. So let's pick up right where we left off. Yeah, fuck that squirrel.
Yeah. What the hell was the last episode? I can't fucking remember.
Yeah,
Chili. That's right.
Chili.
So I did a 5-pound meatloaf, and over the course of doing that, we had a couple holidays, we had leftovers from that, so we didn't eat. We ate maybe half of the meatloaf, and typically I'll vacuum seal and do that kind of shit. And I'm things are getting a little cooled off now. I need to make some chili that we can have in the crock pot while we're coming in and out for a couple of days. We can have the chili. So I take, and let me back up real quick. My meatloaf recipe is smoked glazed goodness. I do it on the smoker typically, and it's good shit. And I think we may have addressed that once before. Little football size, things that I do on the smoker. Maybe wrap them in bacon, maybe not. But this is just a big 5-pound slab,
fucking loaf,
in my great big cast iron skillet. All that shit. It's just a big 5-pound chunk of fucking meat.
You cook it on the smoker in your cast iron skillet?
That one, yes.
Just because it was so big?
Because it's so big. And I try not to do a tremendous amount of binder in it, using crackers or instant mashed potatoes or something like that. I try not to do a whole lot. So they have a tendency, they will split and, break off a little bit when it's that big. Now, my little footballs don't do that, but this one does. So we chow down, we have meatloaf sandwiches, we do all that shit. My chili recipe is, it could be any meat, I'll mix it up. And I'm sitting there thinking, I need to do this chili with this meatloaf. Holy shit. That's all I can say. I've done over the top chili before. Over the top chili, folks, if you don't know, you make your chili up, you put it in the smoker, and you set your meat over top of the chili. As it's smoking, your drippings fall down into the chili, and it gets seasoned additionally that way with the straight shit dripping down. Doing it after the fact, I'm salivating. Holy shit. I can tell you, we didn't have any leftovers. We didn't have to freeze anything. We didn't have to throw anything away. It fucking disappeared. And when I say it fucking disappeared, I mean, like, I ate it for breakfast.
Yeah.
It was just fantastic. Now, my recipe for my standard chili is I dice an onion. I throw it in the pan that I'm going to be making the chili in. And I brown it. I brown whatever meat is going in. Whatever pepper I'm doing, be it poblano, be it habanero, any of them, I add that in and I brown it in the pan. I dump that in the crock pot, and my beans are 4 or 5 different varieties. It can be black bean, navy bean, kidney bean light, kidney bean dark. Any of those beans I'll put in. Yeah, you don't do the beans.
The fuck out of here with them beans.
And then I add a can of corn to do the black beans and the corn, give it that Southwest kick, I think. That's how I do my chili. Diced tomatoes, a can of sauce, cumin, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and of course chili powder. Fucking banging. Now I know you don't do the beans.
No. I'm down with the rest of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm down with the rest. And I tell you, I like to add some carrot.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'll add some carrot. We'll do bell peppers.
Mm-hmm.
Again,
I'll do them too.
The little one, we're not going to do. We don't want something that's going to like blow our mouth out.
Yeah,
a little too spicy.
Well, you're also
then,
feeding kids, so
yeah, and we'll do like a dry red wine,
yeah,
like a Merlot, something like that. And just again, we like that richness, that savoriness. So we talked last show about adding the veggie broth to our soups and stuff like that.
yes.
So the Merlot adds that to the chili, and adds a real nice. I'm not saying like you're not dumping a whole bottle in, but you're
right.
A little once and back of it, and it's a real nice flavor.
If I'm doing venison in my chili, I'll add the better than bouillon, be it the beef, be it the veggie, whatever. I'll add better than bouillon and then cut back. I won't add any salt to it.
Yeah,
but that covers your salt. And it's again build those levels of flavor, and you can't go wrong.
Yeah. Let's go back to the over the top chili.
Yes.
Because we were mentioning in the pre-show for Harper's birthday party, we were talking about making something, and we were talking about doing a chili, and that was one of the first things that came to mind was the over the top chili. Now it's probably going to be a meatloaf chili, but good because you think about what you add to your meatloaf, like it's the same shit that you add to your chili.
That's right.
So,
Oh, it's fantastic. It's so good.
Yeah. But the over the top chili, like that sounds.
There you go. Yeah, you just put your Dutch oven on the smoker. Take one of your stainless steel cookie drying cookie cooling rack, whatever. Set on top of it. Put your meatloaf on top, or whatever protein you're going to use.
Yeah.
And let her go. Yeah. Now you'll do an all meat chili for that, or you do a bean chili?
So I'll do what I will probably end up doing is a meat chili, and I found a sweet potato chili that Rachel really likes, and actually, it's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it definitely piqued my interest.
Stand by, all units. Stand by.
Yeah, that does sound good.
Yeah, it's beef chili. Here it is. I'll send this to you as well.
Okay. So we'll have to remember to post it on our socials when this airs.
Yeah. So it's a yellow onion, a large carrot, a red bell pepper. It calls for a can of mild green chilies, which I usually leave out. A medium to large sweet potato peeled and cut into half-inch cubes. Chili powder, cumin, oregano, garlic powder, paprika. Can of crushed tomatoes, veggie broth, black beans, kidney beans, and corn.
Yeah.
And with that, like I usually measure the broth and all that kind of stuff with my heart.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Knowing that I'm adding, like if it calls for one medium to large sweet potato, that you're probably getting two mediums. You're probably getting 2 carrots, like 2 peppers, like all the veggies in it are usually doubled. And I don't think there was enough of the meat chili left, or there was just a little bit left of the veggie chili. I was like, well, fuck it. Here, just put it in here and mixed them. And that was good too.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it's legit. It's good. And I'm not much. I think I added a can of beans to the meat chili too. Just like the older I get, the more I know it's like, these are kind of good for me. I should probably eat them.
Yeah.
I'm 41 years old and I'm sneaking fucking vegetables to myself. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? And no, that's a rhetorical question. We don't need comments to answer that question. Shit. Because I know that the 15 people that listen to the show, like they're also the 15 people that are going to have 20 answers to that one question. Thank you guys. I appreciate it, but it's rhetorical. Don't answer it.
So New Year's Eve, we went to Berlin Beer Company for lunch.
Nice.
And the folks that went with us, Rob and Beth Price from down in Pocomoke, Beth said, you're getting older when you celebrate New Year's Eve at noon and not midnight. Fair statement.
Yep.
Exactly.
The Salisbury Zoo actually had a real nice little thing. The Zoo Year's Eve or something like that, I think is what they called it.
Good.
And they had a sloth on a ball. It's an inflatable one, like a little balloon one that they had tied to one of their balls, and dropped that at noon. And they were open at 10, but this thing was from like 11 to 12:30 or like 11:30 to 1 or something like that. And they did the ball drop at noon and had a whole bunch of like crafts, and you could make s'mores and all that kind of stuff, like right there at their little like open area when you first walk in. It was really nice. So we walked down for that and enjoyed that. So it was cool.
Yeah, that's very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. And then slept right through New Year's. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I missed the official ringing in of the New Year because I was sound asleep.
Yeah, I didn't miss shit.
Yeah, and we said in a previous episode about Berlin and the ball drop. They didn't do it at midnight this year. They did it at 6 p.m.
They didn't do one at midnight at all?
Nope.
Wow.
Nope.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, they did it at 6 p.m. And this place was a madhouse.
Oh, I bet.
The door was full, the park was full, all that. Well, about 5 minutes after 6, there was a downpour.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And I can tell you, I have never in my life seen this place clear out so friggin' fast. I thought something was wrong. I could hear screaming and the pitter patter of a lot of feet and all this shit. I'm like, what the hell? So I stuck my head out back, and it was raining and people were scattering, buddy.
Yeah. We had a decent storm come through Salisbury, like lightning. Thunder. No, not that I saw.
That was a little bit more north and east of you is where they had hail.
Yeah. But no, we were we were home with the kids playing. I can't remember what we did for dinner. But then Rachel was going, so I worked yesterday. I worked the first. And Rachel was like, hey, would you mind after the kids went down if I went and saw some friends that we haven't seen in a while for New Year's? I was like, no, absolutely. Go right ahead. Like, enjoy yourself because I'm going to bed.
Yep.
And so we got the kids down. She's like, you good if I take off? I was like, absolutely. Go have fun. And I was like, you do know it's pouring, right? She's like, well, we live close enough that we could walk to downtown Salisbury, and we have on multiple occasions. She's like, well, I'm not going to walk, and I don't really want to drive in case like I have some drinks. I was like, yeah, nope. And I was like, I can't leave the house.
Yeah. So
her friend ended up picking her up, taking her down, and then dropping her back off. And she was hurting yesterday. Hurting. I was like, what time did you get home? She's like, I don't know, 1:30. I was like, and the kids were up at like 6. I was like, man, have a great and by herself.
Yeah.
Like it was 8:30. I'm at work doing my thing, and I get a text from her just like, hey, how's it going? Checking on you, all that kind of stuff. Just we're on our way down to see you. I was like, you know it's freezing and it's absolutely howling out here. Yep, can't stay in the house. If we do, I'll fall asleep. Like,
yep,
so
fair enough.
She was up and at it and just kept those kids moving like all day. So I tell you what, she's a fucking rock star.
And then passed out when they went to bed.
Well, so she gets home and Lincoln had fallen asleep or falls asleep. And so she goes and puts him down at like 6:30, 6:45, something like that, which is not like, it's a little early for him, but not terribly early. Well, he wakes up half hour later and homeboy is ready to rock and roll. I was like,
that power nap in.
Oh, that hurts. And I text her. What time did I text her? It was like 8:30.
That was just a rally nap is all that was.
Yeah. What? Yeah, 8:45. And Harper is still in the shower. Like, is like in the shower doing that. It's like she's usually in bed and we're like sneaking out at 8:45.
Yep.
And she was still in the shower. I was like, oh man, that's rough. Oh, that's rough.
Yeah. What do? You roll with the punches. You keep going.
Yeah. Oh, back to the chili. And I know we've talked about this before. I got to find it real quick. The sides and what you get to go with your chili.
Oh yeah. Jennifer does that. Corn. Yep, and it's the Eastern Shore corn pone, wet cornbread, whatever you want to call it, in a skillet. Oh my God. So she didn't do it for this batch. This batch, again, we're going to talk about, we mentioned in a previous episode, Chris and Mandy Murray stopping by and doing, they were leaving here and going to pick up some bread that was made with jalapeno and cheese. And Jennifer said, I got my sourdough starter out. Well, anyway, she ended up going and getting, and she got poblanos and did them with cheddar and poblano. That's what we had with that chili. She made some little smaller rolls. Yeah. Man, holy shit. Yeah, we talked about making them and then doing the cheeseburgers on them. Yeah. Well, it's equally just as good with fucking chili as it is with those cheeseburgers.
Yeah. I followed the Sweet Baby Ray's guy. Yeah. Chef Deuce. And he did these honey kiss cornbread muffins. Yeah. It drizzles them things with some honey afterwards.
Yep. See, now I would like that and do some Mike's Hot Honey over it. Yeah, that'd be okay with me too.
Yep. And then crumble it up into your chili.
Yeah, buddy.
Gosh.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
You know, we're supposed to have some really shit weather coming up the beginning of the week, which would be, I mean, they're calling for 8 to 9 inches of snow.
Oh, wow. I knew we were supposed to get some snow today as the sky is clear.
Yeah, it's still windy as shit, but
yeah,
you know, they're talking that much snow come Monday. And those are the kind of days where I want food all day, preferably from my crock pot.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, they're talking Monday, Tuesday. Sorry.
Yeah.
They're talking Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
I just realized today is Thursday.
Yes.
The whole time yesterday at work, I'm like, oh, cool. Snow, Monday, Tuesday. Tonight into tomorrow.
Yeah.
I shit you not.
I just saw the light bulb click.
Yeah. Like I looked outside like, it ain't fucking snowing today. Well, that's because today is Thursday. Not Monday or Tuesday. Holy shit.
This time of year does that to me all the time.
Oh.
And you know, January is the longest month. There's at least 60 or 70 days in January.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're on the first
Jesus.
Of January.
Yeah. Longest month of the year is January.
Yeah.
Day 47 of the same shit.
Yeah. So when we do that chili, we're gonna make those, give those corn muffins a shot.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Now, when you do a corn muffin, do you add a can of corn to it? No.
No.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I want to do that. I want to add a can of corn to it and add some cheddar cheese to it and have a corn cheese muffin.
Now, I will add the cheese. Big fan of that. I'm a big fan of the peppers.
Mm-hmm.
I am. The rest of the family, not so much. And I think for the birthday party that we were talking about, I might do some with and some without.
Yeah.
Um, and then
Yeah,
mix them all together and say, pick at your own risk.
and the reason Jennifer wanted to do the poblano versus the jalapeno is the Scoville heat units.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't want to, because we were going to give them, like to my parents and that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't want to have them have an issue with the heat. So, and they're very mild pepper. There's still a little bit of kick, but nothing like the others, the other peppers.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I've heard people use creamed corn,
Mm-hmm.
where it's still a little bit of chunky,
Yep.
creamier. I think it's a little sweeter too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I remember my mom making that when I was a kid.
Yep.
Like, oh, here's your corn. No thanks.
Yeah. I didn't like it as a kid. As an adult, if I make it, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember how I do it now. I know I add a little bit of cream to it, and I'm trying to think what else I add to it. But anyway, I make it like a real cream of corn thing. And you're right, it is sweeter. It is, but it's kind of useless to me unless you're adding it in another recipe, like Jennifer's corn pudding that she makes for the holidays and whatnot. Friggin' fantastic! It's made with cream of corn and regular corn.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's cool. I can get down with that as an ingredient, but it just straight up,
Nah. And to be honest, like if I'm gonna have corn, I want that shit on the cob.
Yep.
Like I will tear up some corn on the cob year round if I have the option. Like I love corn on the cob.
We buy a bushel every year at the end of the season, and we can our corn, our own corn, and we do a bushel every year. And I think I explained this on a previous show, but we timed it so perfect this year that I literally used the last can of corn that we had that Jennifer pressured canned the day our shit was delivered.
Nice.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah. I might have to pull that. Man, I got a lot of shit to do now.
Keep writing it down.
Yeah.
You got your list right there. Keep writing it down.
I do. Yeah. I got to get out that prime rib, dry age. That motherfucker.
Yeah.
I need to talk to did you see Tommy Davis? I keep calling him that.
Yeah.
It probably drives him crazy, but whatever.
You can now.
Yeah. I would have then too, but down in the Keys, I said I need to text him to see when he's coming back so we can get together and make our McJesus ribs.
Yeah.
So that would be a fun night.
Yes. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm supposed to go sea duck hunting on the 9th of January. And they're calling for 36-mile-an-hour winds. And the high that day is 23. All that happy horseshit. So I don't know if that's going to actually happen or not.
Yeah.
But when this group, this hunt got booked, the guide hunted with him last year and just a good dude. He suggested that ribs would be really good on the boat. So I've got 3 slabs of ribs that if I see this might actually kick off, I'm going to do a tray of party ribs. We're going to be out in the freaking ocean with barbecue sauce all over our hands, all over our ducks, all over the boat.
Yeah. You guys can be like, ribs were a bad idea on the boat.
Yeah, ribs were a bad idea, damn it. Where are the wet
Yeah.
naps?
Where the hell is... Okay, so Tommy D's back 1-6.
Okay.
Oh, he's gonna have some beers for us to taste too. Hell yeah. Yeah. I'll text you guys today. We'll figure something out.
Yeah. That'll work. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the McJesus.
I gotta be able to cook them fuckers right first.
Yeah, it'll happen.
It'll be all right.
It'll
What are we gonna do? We're gonna put them on a piece of bread and cut them up and eat them anyway.
Yep.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah. As long as the rib slides out, I don't want to chip a tooth on a bone, so we're good.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll be all right. So.
Always are.
Yep.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That'll be good.
Yeah. And it'll be fun to hang out.
I'll say just the company.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's gonna be a bad time getting you two together.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You just never know. We'll laugh if nothing else.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, you should try the when you get that brisket, try that hot and fast.
Good. You know,
You can do
with the new addition of the smoker. I'm kicking around selling my barrel.
The SS tetanus.
Yeah, I'm kicking it around until you said do hot and fast brisket, and the barrel. It's perfect for hot and fast.
That new smoker is perfect for hot and fast too.
Yeah. Well,
that thing is nice.
Yeah. It has its quirkiness, and I've ordered 2 parts, and hopefully that takes care of the quirkiness.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
And we'll get into that in another episode, but of what the new addition is to the double tap.
Yeah. That's how I did.
She's a quirky fucker.
Really?
I've never experienced that before with a smoker like this. It's quirky.
Huh.
I'm gonna fix the fucking quirk.
Yeah. Watch this. Brand new. Fuck you.
Yep. I'm gonna show you a fucking trick.
Yeah. I did. So the other night we had some friends over, and I busted out the keg and did a whole bunch of chicken thighs on that.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking good. Like that thing.
Oh yeah.
And it got hot like fast too. I don't know what it was, but those coals, it was just begging to be used, and we used her. It was good.
Just like a good woman begging to be used.
Yep. Actually, I had so much chicken that I used the rotating rack too.
Oh,
that's
okay. How was that?
The mistake I made with that was I thought I could get all the chicken on the cast iron grate, and I couldn't. So I didn't have the stainless one in there from the beginning.
Okay.
So I think next time I would just
explain to everybody what you mean with the rotating. I've seen it, so I know what it is.
Okay.
Why don't you explain to people what it is?
So on this keg, or on this egg style grill, there's a spot on the regular grate where there's 2 holes on either side where you can mount, or it comes with it, but you can insert an elevated grate, and then you can rotate it out of the way. So you can rotate it out of the way, fix whatever you're doing on your main grate, and then rotate it back in. So that way you have 2 layers of cooking. And the mistake I made was I didn't have that elevated grate in from the beginning. So I put it in, the grill's already hot, and this thing is cold coming in. So I go to put some chicken on it, and it's just a cold grate. So like I said, I thought I could get it all on one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wish my egg had that, or my egg
thing,
style. I wish it did, because it's the one that the Pit Boss that I have, the K24 that I have, has got a secondary rack that goes on the top. It locks in the back, and the only thing you can do is flip up the front. Well, that's a fucking pain in the ass, because you can't put anything on the front if you got something on the bottom. So you're only using half of that rack on the top. It just, I wish it rotated out of the way like yours did.
Yeah. There's one for sale.
The keg.
Not mine.
Is it still there?
Oh, yeah.
No shit.
I believe so.
I would not have bet that it would stay on there. Damn it.
Hang on a second.
Yeah, I saw it on there. It hadn't been that long ago.
And what I really need to do is stop looking at fucking Marketplace.
Fuck that. I got to keep looking. Speaking of Marketplace, did Jeremy reach out to you about have you seen the blue Kamado style? It looks like a mini max. He's looking at it. He's trying to get the people to respond. And much like Marketplace, you can send them messages, and sometimes them bastards won't answer. And then the next thing you know, the fucking thing is sold. Well, there it is. Is it still 400?
450. But it's been on there for
a while.
Yeah. Like, I don't even know. I'll send it to you.
So Jeremy reached out to these folks to try to get himself an egg, and they haven't responded back yet.
Oh.
Or egg style, I should say. It's not an egg.
Bastards.
Hate that shit, man.
Yeah.
So there was a smoker on, I'm not sure where it was, but it doesn't matter. The one I sent you guys, they said, hey, message this dude and see if he responds back, see if it's unavailable. It's still sitting there, but he responded back to me, it's unavailable. Well, why is your fucking ad still up?
Yeah.
Fix your shit. Learn how the internet works.
Yeah. There's another one. Where was it? There's another post on here where it's like a picture of someone else's post, because it has the two little dots that there's two pictures, but there's only one.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, this is some sketchy shit.
Yeah, that's sketchy. I saw that one this morning, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that's nice. I was like, this is fucking weird.
Yep.
There's a nice, what's this one?
I've never cooked, obviously never cooked on a keg. But damn, after seeing yours,
oh man,
you can't go wrong with it.
No, I'm still, and I don't know why. I mean, I know why, but I don't know why. I still haven't done like a low and slow cook on it. Now I don't want to do it because it's fucking cold.
Yeah, right.
And I want to go out there and mess with it all the time. Did you see this little one? Where do we go now? Up in Felton.
I'm going to offer him $175 for that keg, because I can't let you get away with what you did.
Where's this one? This little pit boss up in Felton.
Yes. Mother-in-law smoker, man.
My wife would kill me.
Our episode aired today where we mentioned the mother-in-law smoker.
Yeah.
It's a hell of an idea.
My my travel cooking kit is coming along nicely.
Good.
I got my got the bag. I got my utensils. I had originally gotten like a digital instant read thermometer. I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, I'll throw that in there. It's cheap, whatever. Like, no big deal. Well, then I'm looking, I forget who I'm talking to. I think it was my mother-in-law. As I'm cooking the prime rib for dinner at their house. And I go and look up instant read thermometers, and up pops instant read thermometers with a wired probe. I shit you not.
Really?
Yes. So I'm like, what is this? Like the same thing. It's like, what is this? What the fuck am I doing? Here we go. It's like I've never used Amazon before.
So anyway, thank you, Josh, for the idea of the travel cook bag.
Yeah. Yeah. Fantastic.
Well, damn.
Right?
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I was
send
like,
that to me. I want to look at it.
yeah. It's the same as the Bluetooth wired probe that you sent me.
Yep.
It's the same company.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
So the little cheap one that I got
Yep.
went to the firehouse.
There it is.
Because we didn't have a meat thermometer there. I was like, well, I'm gonna throw this one in there. And then because I was thinking about getting one for my in-laws.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, whenever we cook, like I'll be there. The bag's gonna be in the Suburban all the time. So
Yep. There you go.
we're kind of set. So
I used my meat probes the other day to kind of plug into the smoker when I did the prime rib the other day because I wanted to be spot on with my temperatures. Mm-hmm. So I used the probes. First time in a couple of years I've used the probes, and glad I still kept them.
Yeah. Yep.
I needed that to be on point and not go over for sure.
Yeah, and I would say, like your brisket, your pulled pork, the big stuff that you smoke, close counts.
Yeah. Oh,
again,
100%.
You know where you are by the smell, by the look.
Yep.
And that you're like, oh, it's time to wrap this, or you take your probe and you poke it.
Yep.
And it's probe tender. Like you don't need to know the temperature. Like
That's
you
correct.
know that you're good.
Yep. And there's
prime rib.
When you start doing it and you do it a lot, you know, just like you're saying, you know exactly as soon as that probe hits it. Yep, I'm good. You don't even need to see the temperature, you know. But like you're saying with the prime rib, go ahead. Prime rib.
In the last 2 weeks, I've cooked 3 picanas, which is, for those of you that don't know, it's a sirloin steak. It's a sirloin roast with the fat cap still on it. And it is fantastic. What you do is you score it crisscross across the fat cap, season it with a seasoned rock salt. And then the way we've been doing it so far is kind of indirect heat to about 120, 125, and then sear that bitch and get that fat to kind of crisp up, get a good sear on both sides, get it to medium rare. Cool. Right? And slice it nice and thin. We did, I didn't even get pictures of it last night. We did the 2 picanas I had left last night and did steak sandwiches at work. Everybody, and I felt terrible. I said, yeah, we're going to eat about 5:30. Well, there was one that was coming up to the temp. The other one was a little bit bigger, and it was just taking forever. I was like, fuck it. Move that thing over closer to the direct heat. Let's see if we can get it's Gringo and I cooking. And so we do that. We finally get it up. I was like, fuck it. Sear that bitch. Let's get it upstairs. Because we knew we were going to put them in the oven to kind of roast and melt cheese a little. And everybody's upstairs, like 6 hungry firefighters sitting around the kitchen table waiting on us.
Your biggest critic.
Here we come with these pieces of meat, and I start slicing, and like that, they come around like because they've not seen picana before, and until 6 months ago I hadn't either.
Right.
So they start seeing me slice this shit real thin, and like just kind of hovering. So I take a nice slice off. I start cutting it up into pieces, and like the end of the knife, here you go, try that, and I'm like, yeah, man, that's good. We can wait a little longer. I was like, guys, I'm really sorry. I haven't cooked these a whole lot. No, that's good. That's fucking good.
Yep. Best laid plans.
Yep. So is what it is. But
y'all ate good. So that's good.
Oh yeah. But so back to my original point, those kind of meats, you're not cooking to a temperature where you're breaking down the collagen, you're breaking down everything else. You're getting that fat to render into it. You want to cook those to a specific temperature. So that's why you need to watch the temperature on those.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you've ruined a piece of meat.
A really expensive piece of meat.
Yes.
Yeah. And that ain't worth it. Mm-mm.
No. Oh, no. No, not at all.
So
Not at all.
yeah. So all right. Well, with that, we're gonna wrap this one up. Again, look at our time. You know, kind of dragging, and then here we go. So yeah, with that being said, we're gonna wrap this one up. Thanks for watching. If you're interested, go check out the Picana. Go check out Over the Top Chili. Go check out. You fucking go check something out. Learn something new today about cooking meats.
Yep.
That's what we're gonna do. So we hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you next time.